Hello everybody, welcome to our bonus video, of week 2 summer card camp. I'm so glad you could join us. You know, I had so much fun making things with this new kit that I just kept coming up with ideas, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna have to do a little bonus video because I can't fit it all in. So I'm glad you have joined us. You might also be asking, where's pink? I know that's Kerry's favorite color. Why hasn't she done any pink yet? Well, today I'm going to take you to some pink. The other new color that I've really been enjoying is our new pistachio color. In fact, do you like my new pistachio shirt? It's not pink, even though it's pink day in the studio. So I'm glad you've joined us. Let's get started. First, I'm going to show you the supplies we're going to use for our first Christmas card. Now, you may have already took a sneak peek in your kit and figured it out, but just in case, we are going to be using the pistachio scribbles, card cutout number 1002, card cutout 1034, and card cutout 1011. These are such a fun little twist. In fact, this snowman is so cute, you'll be wanting to still use her in January. So let's start. I have all the pieces cut out, making it a little easier for us. And I am just simply going to use my double-sided tape to hook on the little pink background. I think these little snowflakes are so cute and they're so fitting for her. And then I have used mounting tape. Take off the backing there, and I am just going to position her on. Now, I like to just leave a little broken area of the frame if you like. So experiment, see what you like. And then she has a pink scarf on, and it's just so cute and so fitting for her. So, and I've used mounting tape for that, and don't you love the little pink buds on her arms? Now, that maybe isn't very realistic for a winter snowman, but, you know, we can take some liberties here. And then we have cute little flowers, and I am using mounting tape for this, and it just goes on her hat like so. And then just for a little finishing touch, I've also got some little flowers I'm going to tuck in on the bottom here. And then, isn't this a fitting sign? Let it snow. And we're just going to tuck it in under her arms. And I'm using mounting tape, but I like if I put it under her arms like that, it looks like she's holding the sign. But what's surprising is when you open it up, it's snowing. I think it is so cute to add a little sentiment to the inside of your card as well. So I hope you enjoyed this cute little pink snowman. Or snow girl, I guess I should say. Anyway, but here's what we've been waiting for. I'm excited to show you. We have a new paper. It is a double-sided with our Red Wagon Flourish and our Inchworm Messy Plaid. And we are going to make a cute little folio with that. Okay, now for our folio. I am so excited to make this. Okay, this is what we've been waiting for. I am so excited you've joined us for this. We are going to be making a cute little folio. And we want to take, and we are going to draw. We're going to score it. Well, first of all, our paper is cut by 6 3/4 by 11. So you can either score it up at 2 inches, 1 3/4, however you like, if you want as much room. On the top, I'm going to use 2 inches, and then you guys can decide what works good for you. So I have just lined my ruler up so it aligns with both of these little guides on the side. And when I started, I put my paper so it positioned right on the cross lines. So it was lined up evenly so I could do my score marks. And then this one, we're going to be making a 4 pocket. And so I want to be able to score it right in half. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. So it's going to be right here. I'm going to line up my ruler at 7.5 at the top and on the bottom. And I am just using a ruler with my stylus from embossing or whatever scoring tool you might have. And those actually are the only score lines we're going to be making for this folio. So I'm just very carefully going to be taking that off. I like using the magic tape because it does not leave any, it doesn't take off any of the printing. And now I am just going to fold that in place. Okay, and I'm going to untuck this first, and I'm going to fold in the center. So I have both of those done. Now, this is the part you want to pay attention to. We are just going to come in and maybe 1/8 of an inch from that center score line. We are now going to give it just a little crease. I like to use a tool, my embossing tool, or you can use a pen, pencil, whatever, just something so you can get that crease really in there well. And I like to make sure that I am getting all of trying to make my folds line up the best I can. And you can see there's a little bit off this edge here. Now I can simply trim that off later, or I can try and reposition it. Let's see if I can. Sometimes it's harder to reposition than to trim it off. So, okay, we got it trimmed good. So now I'm going to open it back up. I'm going to fold on my original score line, fold the bottom up, and now I'm going to fold in each of the sides. I'm going to fold in the middle, trying to make sure everything is lining up good, using my tool to make sure we get our folds done. And now we have 4 pockets inside. And I can close it just like this. And now I have all of my little pockets. And I'm going to show you one more fold for only 3 pockets in a case. And then we'll go ahead and stuff them. You can see how cute the tags are. And this is such a perfect for a hostess gift or just a little thought for a friend. But you never can have too many tags. So I think this is a really fun addition to what we're doing. Okay, this one, again, I'm going to position it just so it's square in my grid. I'm going to scoot it over one more. And I'm going to use my magic tape again. And this time I'm going to score it. Same dimensions originally, 2 3/4, 6 3/4 by 11 inches. And now you're going to score it, and I've actually already scored this one, but we're going to go ahead and score it at 2 inches, just like we did before. Only this one we're going to score a little different because we're only doing 3 pockets. And the reason I added the 3 pocket version is because the 4 pocket, some of my tags were too wide for it and they didn't fit. So you have an option now. You can choose either style, 3 pocket or 4 pocket. Just if you're going to use the 4 pocket, make sure you keep your embellishments all tucked in on the tags so we don't have little pieces to get folded in. And now you're going to measure 3.5 inches. So 1, 2, 3.5 inches, like so. And now you're going to score there. Then you're going to measure 7 3/8. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 3/8. Just like so, and you're going to score it there. So you only have 2 score marks, which makes us have 3 pockets. Now, I wasn't very careful and the paper just ripped, darn it. But luckily, I think that is going to be tucked inside. Actually, no, we're going to have that be on the outside because I want you to see. And we're just going to come in here and fold, just as we did with the other one. And then you'll undo that flap and you'll fold in here again. It's easier to get your first crease without it already being folded. And then we'll do this side. Perfect. And now we can fold this up and tuck our sides in. Now, I left a little bit of an overlap here because if you get things too tight in the center, they don't open and close nicely. So I just gave us a little extra room, and I think that's cute too. So there is a little bit of green showing here, which you can just take and trim off, no problem. Now, a couple of things. You can decide how you want to do this. And this was the idea that I came up with, but of course, you can do a good way that you have thought of as well. You're going to want to seal your sides so your little tucks don't come out. So we're simply going to take, this is off the piece that I've trimmed off originally, the 6 3/4. It leaves a little strip like so. And so I've cut those, and they are approximately, let's just measure here, approximately 3/4 inches wide by 2 inches. So in that neighborhood, it's not exact. But what I did is I came and I tucked this in. I put double-sided tape on both sides of my little tag here. And now I'm just going to come down like 1/8 of an inch. And you can make it snug up tight, or you can leave it a little bit more like a tag and hang off the edge a little bit. I think that's cute too. And we're gonna do both sides. And so that kind of seals off the end. Now in the middle part, you would want to do this before. I did not glue my middle parts down, but you simply could do the same thing. You can glue them down. You can use double-sided tape if you want to try and close those inner pockets. And if I just fold it in half already, then when I glue down both sides, they're already in place. So now you can see we look like this. Oh, this one isn't quite straight. And that might be a cute whimsical look too. I don't know. We could experiment with that. So now we have our little pockets created. And now I have taken our card cutout number 770. I've cut it out and I have just folded the top over because I wanted it to cover this edge here. And I wanted to, let's see, have it not quite go so long on this. And so I just simply have double-sided tape and tape that down. I'm going to do the same thing on the inside here. And on this, you could honestly put a little holly leaf or something, or just leave it like that. I think it's cute folded over. Okay, and then I made the pink candy canes. You've been wondering, what are we going to do with those? Look, oh, I forgot something big. We better go back. Just 1 second here. We are going to need a way to close our little folio. So I'm going to take this off. We should have done this sooner, but I forgot. I just have a little piece of our snickerdoodle ribbon, and I am going to actually put a double-sided tape right in the middle of my card here. Holds that in place. Now you can use hot glue or whatever you have that would feel like it works for you. I'm just going to go ahead and do another little piece right here on the edge. Now you could use any adhesive you have. And now I'm going to take and put my candy cane embellishment on the top. Fold it over like we had done previously. Okay, now we're feeling better. And then you may even take and put a little dab of glue or your whatever adhesive you're using, so it wraps around the back here and stays in place. And then look how cute that is. Let me just hurry and tie it so you can see. It is such a cute little finished product. This would be fun to take to any gathering for any little gift thought. And they're like, you made this? Wow. It's so cute. If I can only get my fingers to cooperate with this bow tying. Oops, they didn't cooperate. Let me try again. I'm just going to make the ribbon a little bit shorter and cut these just a little shorter as well. And look how cute that is. Isn't that just the funnest little hostess gift? I think that would be fun to take to any party. Okay, let me show you the first one that we made, our 4-pocket. Well, let me see. Maybe we'll open this one and line it first. So we've got it open, and our tags, oh my gosh, they're so cute. And this is good because this is one of the fatter tags, and I'm going to put it right in the back. But look how cute that is. I've used the little pennant, the little holly, candy canes on the green tag. I think they've just turned out darling. There are quite a few tags in your kit that you got for week 2, but look. Now the supplies we've used for these tags, I'm not going to go into how we make each of them separately, but they will be listed in the idea gallery with all of the supplies we've used. So make sure you go to our website, lastingimpressions.com, click on the idea gallery and click on the user gallery, not user gallery, the idea gallery. And you'll see all of the supplies that we've used for these tags. But look how cute they are all tucked in. And you could actually tuck in more tags. This one here, do you know those Christmas trees we used? Look how cute they are when they're even with the seafoam color. One thing I wanted to mention to you, and this is a perfect place to do it, you can use these for our little to froms. So I've just grabbed my little marker. Oh, it looks like it's getting a little dry. But what I like to do is I use a black to write my to from. So I'm just going to go two little dots like that. And over here, I'm going to do my from. So I think that is really fun to do black, because then it kind of blends in with the rest. Looks like it was part of it to start with. Now, of course, you could write a different message, do whatever you want. And then I use a blue pen or another color to write in my names. That just kind of adds to the thought that those were pre-printed like that and not some afterthought that you did. It allows you to really personalize them without feeling like it's out of place or it doesn't match. So I think that's something good to keep in mind. But look how cute those are tucked in. I just think it's so fun, and I love using the 3 little pockets so I can fit my wide tags in I made. And then you simply just close them, tie it up, and you are ready to go. Now, I wanted to show you the first one that we made. It's the one with the 4 pockets. So I've got more tags here. And I just wanted you to see how cute they are. So we have this one here with the little presents, the holly and the star. Of course, I had to make a snowman. A little pink for us. But I think it still looks cute on the red. So I thought that was fun. And of course, a little Rudolph. Gotta have him in there. And a sleigh full of presents. That one is a little wide, but maybe you could angle it a little more. Look how cute those 4 are in there. And then you simply fold both sides in, then fold it in half. And now there's different ways you could do the ribbon like we did on the last one. This one I made a sleeve for, and I just wrapped the paper around. I made it a little big so it could slide over when I got my tags in, but you can do the back however you want. You could have it so there's a little strap there and the flap tucks in, or just do it like I did and made it fixed. But you can see how cute those tags are. I just love them all. But, you know, I told you I was getting carried away with them. And I just, everywhere I went, I was finding more cute tags. This one is so simple, but yet it is just fun and festive. And a perfect place to do a little to froms. And it's just mixing the colors. And then these were the pennants that we have. But I cut them in half so I could have 2 streamers coming off the tag. And then one final touch. After I had all the pieces cut out from my little snowman. Oh, and when I was making the trees, that's it. This tree here, if you notice, I cut off the pots and just lined them up with the base here. But the pots were so cute. I'm like, you got to do something with the pots. And so I took flowers from the snowman, and look how cute they are sitting on top of one of those little tree pots. I can't wait to see what you guys create. Thanks so much for stopping by week 2 of our summer card camp, Christmas in July. Merry Christmas and happy camping!